And he did swear for him in another narration that is also found in Muslim. The Messenger of Allah said, on the day of resurrection, people from the Muslims will come with sins that are like mountains. Then Allah will forgive those sins for them and place them on the Jews and Christians because of their disbelief and sins. Abu Burda related from his father that the Messenger of Allah said, on the day of resurrection, when Allah will have gathered the created beings, permission will be given to the nation of Muhammad to perform prostration. Then they will perform prostration for a long time. Then he will say, raise your heads, for we have made your enemy to be your ransom from the hellfire. Hudayfa related that the Messenger of Allah said, by the one who has my soul in his hand, the wicked doer in his religion, the Muslim who sins will enter paradise. Enter if that occurs after he is first punished in the hellfire. And by the one who has my soul in his hand, he will enter paradise, who was burned in the hellfire for his sins. And by the one who has the soul of Muhammad in his hand, Allah will forgive with such a forgiveness on the day of resurrection that Iblis, the devil, will stretch for it, hoping for Allah's forgiveness to come over him. A mention of those who will enter paradise from this nation will, without any reckoning, without facing the taking of accounts, related that the Prophet said, the nations were presented before me, and I found a Prophet with a nation passing by with him, a Prophet with a nafar, a group of people passing by with him, a Prophet, and with him were 10 followers, a Prophet with one, there were 5 followers, and a Prophet who was passing by alone. Then I looked and saw a great blackness, a great multitude of people. Then a sayer said, these are the people of your nation, and these are 70,000 before them. There is no reckoning upon them, and no punishment. I said, and why is that? He said, they would not yaktawun, treat wounds with cauterization. They would not yastarakun, use Islamically legislated invocations, reading them over the sick person. So these people do not resort to them when they become sick, and they would not yatatayarun, a pessimism or seeing of omens that prevents one from acting in a certain way, and upon their Lord did they trust, stood and said, invoke Allah to make me from them. He said, O Allah, make him from them. Then another man said, invoke Allah to make me from them. He said, Ukasha has preceded you with it. Both Bukhari and Muslim related it through more than one chain. And in one of the narrations, then a man from the Ansar stood and said, invoke Allah to make me from them. He said, Ukasha has preceded you with it. Abu Huraira related that the Messenger of Allah said, I asked my Lord Azza wa Jal, to him belongs might and majesty, and he promised me to make 70,000 people from my nation to enter paradise in the appearance of the moon on the night of the full moon. I then asked for more, and he increased it for me with every 70,000. I said, my Lord, if they are not the one who made migration from my nation, if those who made migration do not make up that large amount, he said, then I will complete them for you from the Arab Bedouins. Abu Huraira related that the Messenger of Allah said, we are the last ones and the first ones on the day of resurrection. The first group from my nation to enter paradise is 70,000 in number. There is no reckoning upon them. The appearances of every man from them is upon the appearance of the moon on the night of the full moon. Then those who follow them are upon the light of that star in the sky that has the most intense light among the stars. After that, they are then upon levels. Related that the Messenger of Allah said, indeed 70,000 from my nation or 700,000, was not sure which one will enter paradise, sticking together and holding on to one another until the first of them and the last of them enters paradise, and their faces are like the light of the moon on the night of the full moon. Muslim and Bukhari related it through a different chain.